fair to say that Cristiano Ronaldo has more money than we'd ever know what to do with. This incredible soccer star, whose full name is Cristiano Ronaldo dos Santos Aveiro, is among the most respected players in the world, and he's got a pretty impressive salary to match. The Portugal-born player might not be quite the world's most expensive athlete, but he's definitely bringing home enough bacon to ensure a more than comfortable life for his girlfriend and children. Before we reveal to you where all of Cristiano's money is going, make sure to like this video, subscribe to The Richest, and join our notification squad. Now let's get into it. This is how Cristiano Ronaldo spends his millions. It might not look like it, but things haven't always been easy for the soccer star. Cristiano was diagnosed with a heart disorder at the age of 15 and thought that he'd never succeed as an athlete because of it. But at the age of 18, he was officially signed to play for Manchester United in the UK, and he hasn't looked back since. Fast forward to now, and he's won 28 trophies in his career, including 5 Premier League trophies, 5 Champions League trophies, and 1 UEFA European Championship trophy. He also holds the record for the most international goals by a European player, and in total, he's scored over 680 senior career goals for the club and country. So you could say he's a well-respected man in the industry. This Juventus soccer star has an estimated net worth of $450 million, and his legs alone have been insured for $144 million in the past. In June 2018, it was revealed that he had made a whopping $108 million in the past year alone. It's believed that he earned $61 million from his soccer salary alone. The rest of the money was due to an extensive list of collaborations and sponsorships that he holds around the world. Not only do people pay Cristiano because of his talents in the soccer field, he's also pretty darn popular on social media. As we said, he's not the highest earning player of all time, but he might just be the most followed athlete in the world. For starters, he outranks other world-renowned soccer legends by tens of millions of followers across Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. On Instagram alone, as of October 2018, he's actually the most followed person in the world after finally beating out Selena Gomez. So people who work with Cristiano know that not only can they pay for his approval of their products, but that working with him will help market them to the masses. Cristiano knows this, and he uses his social platforms to his advantage. It's thought that for posting one simple Instagram picture on his feed, that Cristiano can earn a huge $400,000. This talented star has worked with more than 30 different brands and companies to help promote their products. The most lucrative deal he has is with Nike, who pays Cristiano more than $38 million annually. When you consider that Cristiano has worked with this sports brand since 2003, it's definitely been a big money maker for him. In fact, Cristiano is thought to have earned more than $174.4 million from Nike alone. That's certainly a pretty good deal. He also worked with KFC between 2013 and 2016 and was paid $750,000 each year. For a while, he was the face of KFC Arabia and starred in a few of the brand's ads. When Cristiano worked with Castrol, he was paid $9 million. Other business arrangements this star has made include a $500,000 per year deal with screen protector company Panzer Glass, and a lucrative deal with Emporio Armani. He worked as the face of their Spring-Summer 2010 underwear and jeans lines and earned a total of $4.8 million from Armani over the course of 4 years. One particularly surprising collaboration was with the Egyptian metal industry. The bizarre endorsement perplexed fans when Cristiano took to Twitter wearing a white hard hat and branded green shirt to talk about eco-friendly steel. We know, we're equally as confused. No one could really get to the bottom of why Cristiano was suddenly so invested in helping this particular Egyptian industry. But when you've got as much money as this soccer star, who cares where you're getting it from next? This businessman likes to use every avenue possible to make his money. Cristiano also owns his own clothing line called CR7, named after his initials and his soccer jersey number. While all he has to do for the brand is design the clothes behind it, we imagine it's another fairly hefty stream of income for him. Because as we've seen over the years, whatever he's wearing, other people want to wear it too. So if he's designing it, we put good money on people wanting to purchase it. So we know how Cristiano is making so much money and why he never seems to run out of it. Now we can get started on the fun part, dissecting exactly where he's spending all of this money. And you might not be surprised to hear that he has expensive tastes. One area where Cristiano loves to spend his money is on cars. Cristiano's entire collection of cars could ferry around large groups of people, and despite there only being one of him, he keeps buying new vehicles. This elaborate collection includes nearly 20 cars with a total estimated value of just under $5 million. The most expensive vehicle in Cristiano's garage is a Bugatti Veyron, worth $1.7 million alone. If we were him, we would be too scared to take that for a drive. Another speed machine in his garage is the Lamborghini Aventador, worth just over $300,000. He also owns a Bentley GT Speed worth $220,000, an Aston Martin DB9 with a price tag of $200,000, and a Ferrari 599 GTO which set him back $385,000. The rest of his collection is equally as impressive, but we have to wonder exactly how much use he gets out of these cars when he spends most of his time on the pitch. But with so much money to spend, we'll let him buy as many new cars as his heart desires. And cars aren't the only vehicle that Cristiano relies on to get him from point A to point B. He's also the soccer player with one of the most expensive jets in the world. Cristiano's Gulfstream G650 cost $36 million and can carry up to 18 people. It can hit a top speed of 610 miles an hour, has a range of 7,000 nautical miles. And because he's Cristiano Ronaldo, the plane also has his initials inscribed onto the side of the plane. Show off. He might have a private jet to take him around the country between matches, but Cristiano also uses his plane to take him on fancy, luxurious holidays. Back in July 2018, he vacationed in Greece with his girlfriend Georgina and 4 children. He stayed at the high-end Costa Navarino resort after the World Cup. The villa where he set up camp for 10 days had round-the-clock butler service. Cristiano was so impressed with the hospitality he received that he left a tip, but not just any tip. He reportedly left behind more than $22,000 for the lucky staff at the hotel, who definitely had never seen a tip like that before. The employees had been tasked with providing services to the family and also had to keep the paparazzi away. But if Cristiano is determined to stay away from the paps, and can't get away for a quick break, he can just head back to his own private villa in Madrid. This luxury property cost Cristiano just over $6 million and comes with 2 pools and giant portraits of himself. His family home is located in the exclusive neighborhood of La Finca. The house is decorated with plenty of fancy chandeliers and family photos on the walls, making it a mix between homey and being at the height of luxury. But there's one very unusual element to Cristiano's Madrid house that you won't see anywhere else in the world. If you visited Madrid's Museum of Wax, you might have noticed a very lifelike Cristiano Ronaldo staring down at you. And it seems that when Cristiano visited himself, he liked the wax piece so much, he decided to commission a second one. A wax piece might be an expensive purchase in the first place, but Cristiano's came in at an even higher price at $25,000 because of one important feature: the hair. The waxwork was designed by an expert, but the only person that Cristiano would allow to design the hair on top of the wax figure's head was his hairdresser, who was flown into the country to do so. Like many celebrities who spend a lot of time in the limelight, Cristiano likes to dress well, and he has expensive taste to match. He has any number of fancy suits, cut perfectly to his toned body. You'll never see him looking badly dressed. You'll often find Cristiano in a lot of Armani suits, but he's also a fan of Balmain, Off-White, and D-Squared too. And what better way to complement an expensive suit than with an even more expensive watch? Cristiano often flashes his diamond-encrusted watch, which came in with a price tag of just over $2.3 million. Naturally, it's a top-of-the-range watch by designer brand Jacob & Company. So by now, you might be thinking that Cristiano loves to spend money on stuff for himself and his family. And to be fair, he works hard for his money, so why shouldn't he? But you might also be relieved to hear that he does an awful lot for charity as well. Most recently, Cristiano has funded a pediatric hospital in Santiago, Chile. And in 2017, he auctioned off a replica of his 2013 Ballon d'Or trophy for more than $700,000, with all the proceeds going to the Make-A-Wish Foundation. But that's not all. In 2016, Cristiano also made a generous donation to Save the Children for food, clothing, and medical care to help children in Syria. And in 2015, he was even named the world's most charitable sports person by DoSomething.org. It's clear that he's prepared to spend a lot of time and money helping those less fortunate than he is. He claims that his willingness to help others came from his father, who told him that if you help someone, then God will give you double in return.